Um, I'm just going to do a quick intro, and while we wait for a couple of thanks, Quibus, while we wait for a couple of people to come in, and then we're gonna get going. So I'm excited. It's been a while since we've done a masterclass. There's lots that has changed, and there's really exciting new opportunities for you available to get clients in Q4 and set you up for a strong start in the beginning of 2025. So I really believe if some of these practices, not all, just some of them, you start implementing now, it's going to pay. You get to the fruits of your labor in the next in the following year. So my name is Rosanne. I'm the CEO and the founder of ProfileMe. I am insanely passionate about stats and data. Data for me is important and especially related to marketing because it helps us make informed decisions about what actually works. And there's a lot of data available for what South Africans are doing online. And from that data, we can see where the opportunities lie for financial advisors. So we are going to record this. There's a lot going to be going on in the session today. We will do a recording and make the recording available, and we will also be sending resource notes. There's not going to be time for Q&A, so I'm going to ask you to pop your comments in the chat. I'm not going to be monitoring the chat, but our support team is in the chat, and they will be monitoring it there and answering your questions as best they can, or then get hold of you afterwards. So I hope you're ready. I'm truly excited. I hope you have your notepads ready. We are going to use the full hour that we have available today. So without further ado, let me start sharing my screen and welcome you to the Digital Savvy Advisor series. This is the broader masterclass, all-in-one jam-packed hour. We're going to make a WhatsApp group. It's an admin-only group available where we're going to where we will share the Digital Advisor Savvy Advisor series via a once a week, very short WhatsApp message with just one thing that you can start implementing. We'll be looking at how to do a WhatsApp status updates. We'll be looking at a lot of the smaller mechanisms that you need to get done. If you excuse me just 1 second, I've got somebody in the lobby waiting here to get in. Let me just quickly get back to them. There we go. And they should be in now. And let's smash on ahead. So for those of you that might not know, ProfileMe recently was included in the Link Tank survey. It's a survey for financial advisors only. 118 platforms were surveyed. They include the likes of Astute, Asset Map, Xplan, Comspace, all those type of people. ProfileMe scored #1, and this is advisor rated, #1 rated solution in client engagement. And overall, we're very proud of this. Out of the 118 platforms that's been around for a long time, ProfileMe scored overall #1. So today we're going to look at one theme specifically, and that is that professionals who stay visible can see up to a 50% increase in engagement and a 70% boost in referrals. Now, I want to ask you, when you stay visible, what would it look like to you in your practice? If you want to give us numbers and metrics, share that in the chat so we can get an idea of where the goalposts are. What would it look like if you got 50% more engagement in your practice? What would it look like if you got a 70% boost in referrals from within your existing clients? So I want you to think about, keep that in mind while we're going to go through the session today. Now, looking at the data, there's a few and two pertinent data sets that I always look for. Now, the one is South Africans' behavior online. And I follow this year on year. This is the 4th year. So what the data shows us, South Africans are spending the most time online in the world. We're 9.5 hours online, where the global average is 6.5 hours. South Africans are incredibly online. We are very much a mobile first country. We've got the 2nd highest mobile penetration rate in the world, higher than first world developed countries. For every single person in the population, they're twice covered over with a device that can access, a mobile device that can access the internet. We've got the highest engagement with financial services, websites and apps. It'll include something like your ProfileMe app. We're the country with the highest engagement, second highest engagement in WhatsApp. And also a new stat that's great for those doing video is we're the country that consume the most online video as a source of learning. Short form content via video will do well for you. So this is the one, how we are behaving on the internet and time we are spending. And the second one is the purchase drivers in South Africa. What makes us buy? What influences our purchase decisions? And the data tells us that number one, it's free stuff and value. Number two, I'm basing on reviews and social proof. These are testimonials that you showcase. I'm casing them together, and that is at 61%. And number three is convenience, speed, and ease. How easy is it to do business with you? So we're going to dive into those top three. And we're also going to look maybe a little bit at the last two there. So first of all, just before we dive into that, how does your ProfileMe relate to this? Your ProfileMe obviously is where you showcase yourself, your team, your services, your details, but it's more than that. It is your front door to your virtual office. Think about the fact that if your clients are looking for you, if they know where your digital door is online, they know how to come through that revolving door all of the time, but they also know that is exactly where they need to bring people that they're going to refer to you. So you want to get your clients into a process that it's your client portal, it's your digital hub, it is the place that you have created for them to add value to their lives. So add value to their lives, to make their lives simpler and easier, and probably they will refer you because of this and give you testimonials, mention how easy it is to do business with you because of the fact that you've made their lives easier. So with your ProfileMe, you get a couple of things. The biggest one thing that I want you to take out of here today is your link. You've got a link. This acts as your ProfileMe link or your website link or your app link, whatever you want to call it. You get a link. If you click on it, it'll take you online. Now, that link you can do a ton of things with. We can go into more deep dive detail on that. But that link you can use. If you're on WhatsApp for business, it's got a place where it asks for a website. Your ProfileMe link is exactly the thing that you can put in there. On LinkedIn, it asks for a website. Your ProfileMe link is your website. You can put it in here, in there. You'll see on the left-hand side, example of Instagram, X, whatever social media platforms you are on. If you've got a page there and they're asking for a website link, this is the place where you can add that link. So number one, important, make sure you've got your ProfileMe link added to all of your assets that you're using online. You can add your link to anything. You can add it to autoresponders. Facebook has autoresponders, WhatsApp for Business has autoresponders. Even your phone has a default autoresponder, the one that if somebody phones you and you say, I can't talk right now, or I'm in a meeting, you just click the default ones. You can even set those and you can personalize it. So you can say something like, I'm not available to talk right now. Click on the link below to view my professional profile or to get hold of my PA, whatever it may be, and I will get back to you shortly. And then you've got your ProfileMe link in there. So you can use this on any other platform. You've got the link. It's a standalone link, so you can link it in any platform. And also your email signatures. Great opportunity there to put your ProfileMe link in there. And we've seen some really creative stuff coming out with QR codes. Put your QR code in your signature. And this example here from Fairbairn Consult, they've got a nice something that catches the eye, scan me. It's a really good idea. So make sure you put in your link and make sure you put in your QR code. And then, of course, you can share your ProfileMe to any platform. By sharing the link, it will automatically give people access to open up your ProfileMe. So high level looking at what you can do is you can, on social media, you can use it in a post itself. When you paste your link, it will go and get the metadata. In other words, it will go get your profile picture, your name, your designation, and it will display that as the visual. And then you can add the writing that you want to add to that post. And it's the same for all platforms. Instagram doesn't take links, so it's not going to work there. But definitely LinkedIn, Facebook, and X, it's going to work exactly the same. So you can use it as a post, and you can also use it in direct messages. So when somebody reaches out to you on LinkedIn, you can very easily say, thanks for connecting. I leave my details below. Or if you're connecting out, you can send a custom message and you add your ProfileMe link in there. And the same is going to work for all of the social media platforms, TikTok, Instagram, X, Facebook, all of them will work the same. If you put your link in there, it's going to bring up a beautiful card. It's got your face there, it's got your name there, and it's a really nice way to end off your message. In addition, posts, messages, you can also use your ProfileMe link in a comment. Now, this works really, really well, especially on community groups where you want to position yourself as the expert. Say there's a Facebook community group and they've asked for, can anybody recommend a financial advisor? It's very easy for you to go and put in your ProfileMe link there. It'll bring up your face, it'll bring up your details, and you can say, I can certainly assist, and it's a great way to showcase yourself. But it does a little bit more than that. All of these platforms are distraction platforms. Now, ProfileMe is a standalone. We're not reliant on any other algorithm. We're not reliant on anybody else's rules. It is your standalone online asset that you can use on all of these platforms, but you're not reliant on all of their rules and etc. So when you're using it on other platforms and people click on the link, the wonderful thing that happens is that they're taken away from that platform. So they're taken away from all the notifications, all the other posts, all of the distractions, and they can engage with you and your content alone. Another powerful feature is your QR code. I mentioned putting it into your email signatures. I definitely recommend making use of your QR codes. We've seen tons of examples coming out on billboards, on banners, on gifts coming up to the end of the year, wine bottles, chocolates. We've seen them everywhere. And then there's also the new NFC tap technology. NFC is a technology where you've got a card, you tap it to your phone, and it will automatically bring up your ProfileMe link. And when people click on that, it'll automatically open the ProfileMe. That is in addition to maybe sending it via WhatsApp to the person that you want to send it to. If you're standing next to them at an event, you can simply tap and that will open, or they can scan the QR code. So that is the main basics of usage. I just wanted to cover that to make sure that you think about how we go further into this talk with your link in mind and where you are going to go put and paste your link. So first of all, what you want to do with your ProfileMe when you've just received it is you want to introduce your clients to it, tell them what it is for, and what you want them to do with it. Now, your link is part of your process. When you get a new client after that phone call or after that email, you want to let them know, this is my ProfileMe link. It is the place where you can easily access me. You can save my contact details, and you can also save my profile to your home screen. You want to get that process, work that into your process as soon as you've had an interaction with a new client. The wonderful thing about that as well is if you've spoken to somebody that could be a prospect and you say to them, listen, I'm going to send you a WhatsApp, or you send them a WhatsApp quickly to say, it was great chatting you. Can I send you my more details about my practice or my services? And they say yes. Then you go and you send your ProfileMe and they see your face already. You're making the interaction a lot more human, over and above just voice and text. Then after you've introduced, there'll be a cycle in your client lifetime cycle. Cobus Klein calls it the staying in touch process. And I really like this process. If you want to know more about that, do go read his book, Accelerate Your Brand. It is really good. There's a chapter in ProfileMe also in there, and it's all about this process of staying in touch. So As you go through your client lifecycle in a year, there will be communications that you send through. You may do this or you may not do this, but I'm going to give you some cool tools to start doing it or start playing with it at least. And then you can decide whether you're on a weekly or a monthly frequency, whatever suits your time budget the best. And you've got a staying in touch process there. Now, during the staying in touch process, it's not only about sharing, remember the stat that we saw, sharing value. It's not just about sharing insights and valuable information. It's also about doing a few other things. And two of the most important ones of them is getting testimonials and asking for referrals. And I've got data to show why that is going to be important in your marketing process. So you're going to introduce to the client, then you're going to be staying in touch. After you've had a successful interaction, make sure that you go and you ask for that testimonial. And then later on in the cycle, you can ask for a referral. And we're going to dive into that as well. And then every quarter, you repeat the process. You make sure that people know why your ProfileMe is there, that it might have, there's been updates or changes, whatever it may be. And through the year, you go on like that. So first of all, introducing your ProfileMe, it's important. You've got to introduce the purpose of it. Make sure that your clients know that they can easily save it to the home screen. Utilize the opportunity to get in touch with your client. It's a great opportunity or excuse to get in touch, but also use the opportunity to remind them of the value you add to them and that they are more than welcome to refer you to others. And we're going to look at some referral stats a little bit later. Now, a message like this might be, as your trusted advisor, I've streamlined access to my professional information, ensuring it's always at your fingertips. By simply opening the link below, you can easily add my ProfileMe app, personal website to your phone's home screen for seamless access and sharing with friends and family who may also benefit from my services, emoji, and then you've got your ProfileMe link in there. You'll see on the right-hand side, there's an example of how it's been sent via WhatsApp as a message. If you paste your link in there, your profile picture and your name will pull through. And a really cool tip here is on WhatsApp, you can message yourself. So I often have these pre-written messages that I send to myself. I go pin them as well. So when I get a new client, it's easy for me just to go and copy that and I paste it into that client, and it makes my process of feedback a lot faster. Now, this introduction method you can use in direct messages. You can use it on a social media post to tell people you've got a ProfileMe now. You can use it in WhatsApp broadcast. You can put it in your WhatsApp status. You can even send out an email to your clients to let them know you've got this hub or this client portal now. And you can even send it your ProfileMe link out via bulk SMS. When you do that, make sure you tell your clients exactly what you want them to do. For example, in this one, it is a WhatsApp status update, and it's saying, need to talk about your financial goals. I'm here to help. Click on the link above to get in touch. Now, we've got a couple of introduction messages that are pre-written. We're going to share these with you, and then you can tailor your own introduction message as you go along. Make sure you save it in a place that's easy to access, so that as you get clients in or as you get new prospects, you're quick on the front foot to go send that introduction message first. So that is on the introduction. Make sure you're introduced. Now, the second one, we go into that staying in touch process. Now, if we look at the purchase drivers that I spoke about, and we're looking specifically here at free stuff and value. Now, how can you bring this into your practice? This is a purchase driver. This is things that make South Africans buy. So therefore, it's an opportunity for you to capitalize on. So how can you bring free stuff and value into your practice? A couple of things that you could do is you could do weekly or monthly market updates. You can send these via social media posts. You can send them via your newsletter. You can send them via WhatsApp broadcast, but you can also go and publish them inside your ProfileMe. And I'm going to show you how to do that. Other items of value, frequently asked questions about two-pot, retirement, estate planning. You can very easily go and create a button in your ProfileMe that says two-part frequently asked questions, and you can go publish content in there. And then you can make a message to say to clients, if you want to know more about two-part, I've put together a little guide for you. Just click on the link below and go to the two-part FAQ. Now that is adding free stuff and value. Things like time-relevant announcements. Petrol price has dropped. How's it going to impact my pocket? Making a short little communication about that. Adding your ProfileMe link at the end and then sending that to clients. And then other items. One of the purchase drivers is also exclusive content. Your ProfileMe is the ideal place to make sure you can put exclusive content in there. So you can add calculators, guides into your ProfileMe, and it's very easy to publish. Other things that you can possibly do is you can offer free consultations, or you can even do vouchers that you give to your clients, and you say, or you can put a form in your ProfileMe. You say, if you fill in details here, I will give the person that you refer, I will give them a free consultation, and you may round that off with a voucher. Now, where do you get the most traction? WhatsApp, certainly, as we've seen in South Africa, is one of the most powerful platforms that we have, and it is in its own right a marketing platform, but where it is at now, and I'm going to show you some examples of that. So just some stats on WhatsApp. WhatsApp's got a 98% open rate on messages. With email, you've got a 17% open rate. So that is quite a big divide. 80% of WhatsApp's messages are read within the first 5 minutes of opening up, and your conversion rate, you've asked somebody, you've sent them a message to say, please click on the link below to do your annual review. 80% of people will read that within the first 5 minutes, and 45% of people will take action, where in email you get 10.29%. Now, I ran a survey recently asking people where they get, when they showcase clients, how do they get the most return inquiries, or how do they get the most actions taken? And the response was WhatsApp messages and WhatsApp status. Newsletters did the worst, and social media is on the decline overall. So looking at those messages that you would craft, this is an example, you would craft your message. On the left-hand side there, Chris is talking about a financial thought for the week. He's put together a little blurb, and then he adds his ProfileMe link at the end. There you'll see quippers as well, same format. Say what you want to say and add your ProfileMe link. I think a good rule of thumb to remember here is that you are the expert. You are positioning yourself as the expert. You do not need to send me to the long form article that deep dives into the topic that you're speaking about. The point is that I'm trusting you as my expert to give me the short and the long of it, and you're giving me a link that I can click on and call you or book an appointment if I need help or if I need to know more. All those mechanisms, that is all what they are for. You can maybe link the article into your ProfileMe, but really what you want to do is you want to make sure that they first come through your ProfileMe, and they can see, oh, I can book an appointment. I can get stuff done here. I can quickly ask a question so that you can get that kind of conversions. And typically a message will sit, and this is the same for a post. I want you to think about social media posts in the same way. I'm using WhatsApp here as an example, but typically your message will have a structure. So I usually start with a headline on what the message is about. Here, then I go into the content of the message, and then I have a strong call to action, and I add my ProfileMe link at the end. So that is always the format. What's it about? Okay, here's the short and the long of it. What do you need to do about it? What do I want you to do about it? I want you to either book now, click on the link below to book a consultation with me, or I want you to refer a friend. Bringing that refer a friend into your messages, I think, is a good mechanism as part of your process ongoing. The exact line that I used here is refer a friend, share the gift of financial guidance with somebody you care about, and then end off wishing you a prosperous week, Rizan, and your FSP number down there. Now, what you can do with these say, staying in touch messages that you create is you can create a message and you will typically go and put that on, broadcast that via WhatsApp or via your newsletter. You will go put that thought or that market insight onto your social media, and then you'll just have a one-liner that you put onto your WhatsApp status. And it's really, really easy to do. If there's time, I will touch on that. And then you can go even further. You can go and get content from, say, the product house that you're from or wherever it may be, and you can put up a visual on your WhatsApp status. And then in the next frame, you can put on what you want people to know about the image that you've just added on. Now, I spoke about exclusive content and, the mechanism of sending people through your ProfileMe front door first to get to the value that you add. Now, this example here is from Enrico. He's got a pop-up here. It's a ProfileMe feature, a pop-up where he talks about what is the two-part system, and then he links to a PDF to which people can link to read more about it. So typically he would send out a WhatsApp message, or he would send out or you would create a post where he talks a little bit about two-part, but then he puts his ProfileMe link in there and he says you can go here to learn more about two-part. Now with that mechanism, I'm sorry if I repeat it, but they go through your front door again and they can see, oh, here I can click to email, here I can click to call, oh, here's the rest of the team's details, etc. Now I want to show you quickly how easy it is to update such content on your ProfileMe. If you don't know how to log into your ProfileMe dashboard, please put your email address and just put your email address for us in the chat, so support knows that they need to send you new onboarding details just to remind you where to log in. But you can log into your ProfileMe from the front of your profile. All the profiles have gear icons on it. You'll see here, this one here, it's got a gear icon at the bottom here on the right-hand corner. And all you need to do is click on that, go to login, and you will get to the place where you can put in your email. The email that you will put in is the email that's on your profile. And then you can go through the process of verification, and then you get to your wonderful dashboard that looks like this, where you can get a lot of stuff done. While I'm on the screen, I'm going to stay on the screen. I've now gone into my ProfileMe, and I now want to, the use case that we're working with now is I want to go add a pop-up button like Enrico had about two-part. So what you would do is you go to buttons. I went and searched Momentum's two-part retirement system. They've got quite a lot. What I did is I just copied all of this information on this page. I put it into ChatGPT and I gave it a couple of prompts. So if you don't know how to ChatGPT, it's fine. Just write your own thing. If you want to learn more, also let me know in the chat if you want to know how to utilize ChatGPT for marketing purposes. But what I've basically done is I've asked it to give me a short summary and list the tools, because there's calculators listed here and there's a guide listed there. So I asked it to give me a short summary and then list the tools. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go to my ProfileMe. Let me just copy this. I'm going to go to my ProfileMe and I'm going to say buttons. I want to add another button. I'm going to add a pop-up button, and it's going to bring up the button here. So now I can go into that button. I can say two-part. Let's do that. And I can edit it, and I can very quickly go and upload a picture. So from this toolbar here, it'll be like pretty much like a Word document editor. I'm going to go paste that little intro message. I didn't write this myself, ChatGPT did, and I sourced it from Momentum. So be sure to link your source at the end. And now I can go and a simplified guide. I can now go and link that. So let me go and link, copy the link, and I go here, and I'm going to say here, you can get it here, And I'm going to go put the link to the guide in there. That's brilliant. So there it's a hyperlink now. And then you can link calculators or whatever it may be that you want to link. I think I'm going to go further, and I'm going to get a video as well, since video is doing so well in terms of the data. So I'm going to go back to the editor. I'm going to go paste it. And there we go. The video will render, and that's done. So you'll see here on the right-hand side, there is now a button that says two-pot. And I can edit the title. I can say two-pot FAQ. And I can quickly go and add an icon. And I can decide, you know what, I actually want this to stand out more. I go to the color picker. I'm going to make it bold. And let's just make that black for now. There we go. I've now got my two-pot FAQ here, and you can toggle your buttons, whether you want it full or half width, whatever it may be. It is all there. Let's go there. There we go. There we go. So here is that now. So what you're going to do is you're going to click submit to the internet. You'll see here, this profile is the current one that I'm working on. It looks like that. Now it is writing to the internet, and that literally took me 5 minutes. And you'll see coming up here, here is my two-pot FAQ, and there's everything that I've just put in there. So it's very, very easy to get content online instantly and very quickly. And it's very easy to go and say there's a market, a topic, time relevant topic like inflation, changes in legislation, two-pot, for instance. You can very quickly go and source all of the long and the short of what you need to very quickly put together a communication to which you can add resources, and you can share that to your clients. You can put it on your ProfileMe, and then you can do the other mechanisms of sending out via WhatsApp or sending it out via social media posts, or just doing a plain status update that says, want to know more about two-pot? In fact, let's quite quickly do that now. I can go to WhatsApp and I can say status updates. It is this round icon here. I can say I'm going to add text, and I'm going to say want to know more about two-pot. Click on my ProfileMe link to learn more. And then I'm going to put that in there, and I'm going to send it. And now you will have something that looks like this. And you generally have to wait a little bit so that your profile picture pulls through, like this one here. I think on WhatsApp desktop, it did not take it, but that is generally how it will work. And I will show you some examples. So from your ProfileMe page, you can log in, and you can very quickly go and add these items that adds value, and that is exclusive, and that is also free. Think about things like, here's a savings component calculator. You can very easily curate content by going to source this content and adding it to your ProfileMe, and then using it as a mechanism with your clients to stay in touch, a reason for them to get active, and then, reach out to you with what they need. The holidays are coming up now, so people need to review their life insurance, unexpected things that's going to happen. They're going on road trips, they're leaving their homes alone. There's a ton of things that you can start creating little talking points around so that you can remind your client, make sure that you've checked the following before you go on holiday, and then you've got your link in there, and then they can go top tips for making sure you're covered during the holiday period, and you've got that into your ProfileMe there. So just while we're on the dashboard here, quickly, a couple of other things that you can do is you can see your statistics. So you're able to see on which day, there's a date filter, how many people viewed your profile, but not only that, we focus on interactions as well. So you can very easily track where are people clicking on. Did they click on two-part FAQ? Are they clicking on testimonials? So this gives you a good idea of what content your clients are engaging with the most. And of course, there's your profile. You can go directly into your profile, and there's a ton of editing that you can get done here, from the buttons to the drop-down sections, adding those types of content, strategic partners they've got there, and I can easily go and change it, submit it, and it's instant to the internet. And anyone, whether they've had received your link 5 minutes ago or 5 years ago, the same content will show for them when they open up that link. So that is on adding free stuff and value. Now, the second purchase driver is testimonials and social proof. Now, these are incredibly important because if prospects want to work with you, this is one of the biggest influences on driving their decision whether you're the right person or not. And our ProfileMe data backs this up as well. So just a reminder here, reviews and social proof, purchase driver in South Africa, 61% there. And what you can do with testimonials that you have is it's a good idea to showcase them. Make sure that they are showcased in your ProfileMe in the same way that I just went to add the two-part information. You can very easily make a tab that says what my clients say. And as you collect the testimonials, you can go and put them onto your ProfileMe. Nobody will be able to directly publish ever anything to your ProfileMe. You will need to go and decide, oh, I want to put this in, and then you go and put that testimonial into your ProfileMe. What you can also do is you can use our custom form function, and you can say, leave a testimonial, and somebody can conveniently, from your ProfileMe, leave you a testimonial. Now, testimonials work so well. The stats tells us that pages that features testimonials experience 25% higher conversions. And we certainly experience it in ProfileMe. This is ProfileMe data. The number one place where people are clicking on is your About Me. Who are you? What do you do? And how does that relate to me? Your About Me, they're clicking on number one. And our second highest clicked item is testimonials. Who are you and can I trust you? Who are you and can you back that up? Are you who you say you are? So those two items, I would definitely say before the year's out, make sure that you've got your bio updated, and you've got a strong value proposition that speaks to your ideal type of client. And second, make sure that you get into the process of getting testimonials, and then when you get them, going to put them online and showcasing them. And asking for a testimonial, when do you do that? So we've got that process where initially you start working with a client, then you've had a successful interaction, and then you ask them to leave a testimonial, and later on in the series, you ask them for a referral. But after a successful interaction, make it part of your process. I'll give you an example. In ProfileMe, we were not very good in asking for reviews. Being a very busy, a small and a busy organization, it wasn't part of our process. But what we've implemented of late, the last couple of years, is after every single onboarding or after every single project that's successfully completed, we go and ask for feedback. The feedback is valuable to us, and we've got a specific couple of things that we want feedback on, but we will typically go and ask the client to give us feedback. And the interesting stat is that 70% of consumers will write a review for you when asked. We were quite scared, actually not scared, but we didn't feel comfortable asking for testimonials. As we worked it into our process, it simply became one of the things we need to tick to finish the interaction, and more than all of the times we get that testimonial in. So what would that look like? And I'll make this template available as well. You can send out a message or an email or whatever it is. Hi, client. I'm so glad we were able to achieve whatever the positive outcome was. Would you be willing to share a few words about your experience working with me? It would mean the world to me. And you can add the link where they can either they can just message you back, or if you've got your ProfileMe link and you can capture testimonials in there, or you've got a Google form from which you capture testimonials, you can put that at the end in there. Now, interestingly enough, or not interestingly, I think it's a very powerful mechanism. Testimonials do more than just giving you something that you can showcase to other clients as social proofs. When a client articulates their experience, it reminds them and reinforces what the process that you've just been through. So it reinforces the positive experience and the services, and it cements the experience in their minds. Then it makes it more memorable for them when they need to recall on that, and it increases the likelihood of how they refer you and when they refer you. So that testimonial articulation is a very important part of your process to wrap the interaction in a neat bow. And when you get this testimonial back and you're going to put it on online media or on your ProfileMe, and you start getting referrals out of that, we call it word of mouth marketing. Now, the data tells us that word of mouth marketing generates 5 times more sales than paid media, and people trust, 92% of consumers trust recommendations from friends and family. So these testimonials that you're capturing, they will trust, 92% of consumers will trust that more than an ad. So you've got 8% chance with an ad, 92% chance with a testimonial. It also says that brands who inspire emotional intensity receive 3 times as much word of mouth as less emotionally connected brands. And that referred clients, this is the important one, referred clients are 4 times more likely to convert and 200% more valuable in the long run. Going a little bit further, video testimonials increases conversions by 80%, and 60% of millennials are more likely to trust a YouTube influencer than traditional media. So very important to look at that mechanism. And as I said, once you have that testimonial, make sure you do something with it. You can create a little card. You can, maybe you've got a Google business page where you add it, or you can just very conveniently and easy add it to your ProfileMe. Looking at the third purchase driver, convenience, ease, and speed. That's where we are at right now, at 48%. Now, this is about how easy is it for you to do business, or how easy is it for your clients to do business with you. And I want to show you this example here. I've got Brad Arthur up here, and we spoke about your ProfileMe as your digital hub. It's a place where a client can go. They can go there at any time, 365 days of the year. You're there. You're able to receive their incoming requests. They're also able to use this and send this to other people. So you're there without having to physically be there. What Brad has in here is he's got tools and resources. So there's a ton of places where people can go and get the Old Mutual app. They can get the financial calculators, link to Old Mutual rewards. There's even a currency converter in here, and people can very easily get stuff done. So it's easy for me to get stuff done. If I want to get a hold of Brad, I can simply click on the WhatsApp icon and I can shoot off a WhatsApp message to him. Everything I need to know about his practice, who his team is, and what they do is in here. So if I can't get a hold of him, I know how to get a hold of the rest of the people in their practice. And if I want to tell other people about what they do, I don't have to recall it from memory. It's all here. I just have to send the person that I'm referring this on to, I just have to send them his ProfileMe. And it's also a really valuable place to show maybe behind the scenes things and position yourself as the expert. They've got a couple of other things here as well. For instance, a custom request a callback form. These forms are native to ProfileMe, and you can just let us know and we'll set that up for you. Here's also the Old Mutual live file. If you click on that, it'll open up the PDF. Same with Two-Pot again. So there's a ton of things that you can add. So adding your booking link to book a calendar meeting with you, or a client consent form, or even, a discovery questionnaire. Another popular feature is also the annual reviews. You can ask all of the needed questions. Yes, I want an annual review, or no, I don't. And you can very easily say, how would you like me to contact you? And then the person can say, contact me via WhatsApp on 10 October, and done, and they will submit it. And this will go to your email address that's on the profile, and it will CC a second email address in if you give it to us, like your PA or your compliance officer, etc. So adding stuff in here that is makes it easier to do business with you is definitely something to look at. And I think it's definitely the easier you make it for your clients to do business with you, it is exactly the reason why they will recommend you, because now you've added, again, by making it easy, you've added value or free stuff because you've saved them time, or in other words, given them back time. Now, lastly, I want to go into asking for referrals. We spoke about that process of when you're in your getting in touch process. You first you introduce your ProfileMe, then you have the successful interaction and you ask for a testimonial. You go through the course of the year and you're sending them little bits and nuggets that adds value, and then you ask for referrals later on. So how does that referral process work? Now, interesting, I did a survey on LinkedIn, and I asked, where do you as financial advisors get the most or return on investment? Remember, they can only choose one here. And 75% said they rely on referrals or leads only. Francois du Toit would have posted a LinkedIn message earlier this morning, which I saw out of, there was a survey, some sort of 10-point survey. I think a ridiculous percentage of that where advisors need help with went to marketing. So if I look at the fact that everybody's relying on referrals and they need help with marketing, I think this digital masterclass is the right place to be. So asking for referrals, you can very easily do that from your ProfileMe, and you can easily say to your clients, I'm grateful for the opportunity to work with you. If you know anyone who could benefit from my services, I'd be honored to help them too. And then you add your ProfileMe link and you ask them to share that on. So you can do this via a WhatsApp message, or you could even do something like put it on a WhatsApp status. And I would recommend that you try out what works for you. Example here from Des. If you know someone who could benefit from personal financial advice, pass on my details. Let's help them reach their financial goals together. And she's put that on a WhatsApp status as well, and that's great. Contact card comes through, and that stays up there to keep top of mind. So we've got a couple of templates that we've set up, and we will send those to you. I see my slides did get a little bit jumbled. We were talking about convenience and ease. So just a reminder, your ProfileMe is the digital copy of yourself that's in your client's pockets 24/7. You're there while not being there, basically. And the one thing that I want to remind you as well on is that is incredibly important, is to make sure that as many people that you deal with, if you feel that person is a prospect, or think further than just one level deep. Think, who does that person know that might be ideal clients to me? And you don't need to have them by name. All you need to do is have that one person activated as a brand ambassador for you, and they will broadcast it out. So think about how many people have you got saved in your phone's contact list. If you've got 250, and each one of them has 250, what does it look like if you just over the course of the year, just subtly once a week, go put on WhatsApp status, remind people what you do, who you do it for, or give a golden piece of advice, financial advice there. It just warms up the people in your contact list to keep top of mind of what value you can add. So always think about that, is you're actually showcasing this to your contacts so that they can actually distribute it for you further through their contacts. Very important, as I alluded to earlier, in any interaction, always make sure that you get you save the person that you're talking to, you save their number and they save your number. You cannot send out a WhatsApp broadcast. They won't receive it and they won't see your WhatsApp status unless you both have each other's numbers saved. Now, I saw this recently in action exponentially at a SureFin talk that I gave. In the beginning of the talk, we said, okay, everybody go put your ProfileMe link in your WhatsApp status. And at the end, we're going to see who's got the most views, that person gets a prize. I think we got to 124 was one of the most views. And then there was Puppy. And Puppy had something like 300 plus views within the space of an hour and a half. And Puppy has 5,000 people on his contact list. So just think about that mechanism. If you really keep your phone contact list up to date, how many people are you going to be showing this new form of a billboard or a flyer that stays up for 24 hours? How many people are going to be seeing this and, actively be made aware of the value that you offer on a consistent basis? Now, the last thing that we're going to get to, and this is here, it's part of your process, is where you repeat the exercise every single quarter. Introduce, then you're going to stay in touch process, and your ProfileMe is part of the process all throughout. And then you're going to remind clients every quarter again why you have the ProfileMe, and reminding them is also a great reason to stay in touch. Now, I love this example from Job van Wyk from Old Mutual. He recently put it on LinkedIn, and he really does do this every quarter. And he says, time for our quarterly digital handshake. As a certified financial planner backed by the big green machine, I'm passionate about bringing sound financial advice to everyone, no matter where you are. We're spread across many towns and cities, bringing the platteland to the city near you, but distance is no issue thanks to tech. We embrace the ever-changing digital landscape, just like we adapt our strategies to your evolving financial needs. Want to meet the team, learn more about our services, or just say hi? Check out our ProfileMe page. It's our digital home base. Let's connect and build a brighter financial future together. And then he's got his ProfileMe link in there. And I know that he does this via broadcasting as well, and they make it part of a bulk SMS and via their newsletter. So I really love this. I think it's a great way to position it. And you'll see also he has tailored it towards his practice and towards the type of people that they work with. So what you can do is you can we'll make 2 templates available for you that are reminder templates. I think Cobus Klein actually initially wrote these templates. But the message could say, as the world changes, so do my professional services. This is a gentle reminder to save my ProfileMe app to your home screen for the latest information, updates, and ways to connect with me. Your trust means everything to me. If you think somebody else could benefit from what I offer, please feel free to refer them to me. That's a double whammy. It's not just a reminder, you're asking for that referral as well. So that's really nice. You can take these custom templates if you're familiar with using ChatGPT. I will give you in the resource material, I will give you a standard prompt that I usually use to tailor content towards a WhatsApp message and to shorten it and to make it relevant for financial advisors. So that, I think, is the short and long of what we've got to offer. I think I just want to reiterate quickly on WhatsApp status. Besides going and putting your link on all of your online platforms, I really do encourage you to start working with WhatsApp status. It is so quick to do, it's so easy to do, and it's just a great non-invasive mechanism to let clients know who you are, what you do, who you do it for, and even showcase your values. Because we know when values align, loyalty follows. I've had some really great responses. Sometimes I would put on my status, I would put a meme related to financial planners. And if the content is relatable, people will respond, and then they will, send me a message back with a laughing face or whatever. But it really helps to get that interaction going. And warming up your clients. And beyond that, remember, WhatsApp status is a great place to showcase your values. Not only is it a great place to show your clients who you are and why you do it, what is your why, but it's a great place to go and get valuable nuggets from your clients about their lives and what makes them tick. So often I would go into WhatsApp status, I see holidays, I see kids going to university, I see netball, netball games, rugby matches, babies being born, houses being bought. There's a ton of valuable insights there that really gives you a good indication about what makes your clients tick and what is important to them. So I think overall, that is most of what I wanted to cover in this masterclass. We will send the resource material as well as the recording out to everybody. There's one short thing that I need to do. There is a group. We've put together this group. It's just, we'll change the name still. I'm going to put the group in the chat here. There's a WhatsApp group through which we'll make the series available, the Digital Savvy Advisor series. It's something new that I'm going to try. Instead of getting people onto a big masterclass, I'm going to try and do short form content just once a week, and I'll probably run a series of 10 weeks or something like that. It's not going to take you very long. So if you want to join that, I will give you everything that I gave you today in shorter, more digestible bits. But I think high level, you get the idea. There is a ton of opportunities available to you. The great thing is that hardly anybody is using this. If you do just a few things of it, you're already a couple of steps ahead of the rest. That's it from me. I'm going to be staying on if there is any questions and go through the chat as well. But you're welcome to drop out and we'll be in touch soon. Be sure to join that WhatsApp group when the digital advisor launches. I will let you know. Great. Thank you very much. So Neil, you can just hang tight and we'll attend to you shortly. Thank you very much. Have a great day, everyone.